All right, welcome back to another episode of the Open Mic Podcast with me, your host, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source and Newsroom After Hours. Today, I wanted to do something a little differently, not gonna do music per se. I have no idea what Gordon's been doing, but Gordon is known him apparently since he was 16. Gordon Hanners has been traveling around. Anyway, tell people what you've been up to, Gordon. I've known you for a long time apparently, and I had no idea. So
I love this. Number one, thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
I've been just out in the world, man. Been boarding planes, sailing, attempting to sail, almost died at sea. Working at farmers markets, Halloween haunts, working in Montana, Alaska, most of the states on the western seaboard. But yeah, just been bouncing around. About to go to Colombia in about 2 days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Never been. I hear it's pretty incredible over there. You know?
I hope so.
Yeah, right?
I really hope so. Everyone, like, half people are like, it's going to be so much fun. It's this, and this. Other half's like, you're going to die.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, cool.
Well, at least there's no middle ground. It's just one or the other.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. But I thought it'd be fun. Like I said, you said you were like 16 in 2013 when I started working at Relax. Yeah. So, and you're 27 now. Yeah. Man. So anyway, I thought it'd be super fun because like you said, you've been traveling around a ton. You're back in Mansfield for a random small amount of time. So I was like, yo, come in. Let's, I'm curious what you've been up to and where you've been. And it sounds like a lot of crazy places. Yeah. And that's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, it's been a lot. I left Mansfield on July 4th, 2020. I called it my Independence Escapade.
Okay.
It was about 2 weeks after I was involved in the George Floyd protests back in Columbus.
Okay.
And then about a week later, I bury my grandmother, rest in peace to Beatriceburg. Bury her. Thank you for that. But then from there, hopped on a plane, $250 to my name. It was just like, I'm either going to lose my life in Ohio or lose my life in Ohio. And I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
So I just left, went to Yellowstone, fell in love, had a really uplifting, hard, and inspiring relationship for about 1.5 years.
Okay.
Went down to the Caribbean for a little bit, out to Big Sky, Montana for a little bit, down to the Grand Canyon, to Wickenburg, Arizona, outside of the Grand Canyon. Okay. And then from there, goodness, where did I go? Oh, to Tetons to Glacier, back to Jackson Hole to Catalina Island. It was Catalina Island where that girlfriend and I actually split up, and I came back here. And that might have been one of the times you and I had seen each other. Yeah. Might have been, but I came back probably here for about 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks, and I had no idea if I wanted to go to Alaska or down to Colorado. I had a job in Colorado as outdoor education, job in Alaska as a tour guide, and I was just struggling to try to find an answer. Yeah. Everyone gave me advice, and there was one of my friends that I met back in Glacier, shout out to Elise. I was like, hey girl, can you say a prayer for me? Can you just pray? Yeah. Like, can I just get a prayer? And she was like, yeah, totally. So she prays for me. Next day, I'm flying from CMH to O'Hare. And O'Hare to Bozeman, that's what it was. From O'Hare to Bozeman, I wake up middle of the flight and see a magazine that just says Horses of Iceland, Totem Poles of Alaska. And I was like, that's cool, whatever. I flipped through it. It was in Reykjavik, Iceland, where I wanted to get my EMT certification. Never did that, though. So I was like, that's neat, whatever. I scroll back through and I read the Alaska page, and it says, get to know the Haida, the Tlingit, and the Tsimshian of Southeast Alaska, in particular Ketchikan, and that's where my flight was booked to. And I was like, cool, thanks God. Yeah. So ended up in Alaska for about 1.5 years, all in all 1.5 years, I'd say. Went there, came back to Bozeman, worked at a hostel, and then back up there. Back to Montana. Did a lot of Montana. Montana's really done the most for me in my life, but well, some of the most, I should say. Shout out to Mansfield for doing the most, but gotta love the field, right? But so I made it back to Montana, back to Alaska, and then when I was heading back to Alaska that final time, I had a season that just humbled me so much. But during that time, I met a man who first night he's like, hey, I'm gonna buy a boat, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm like, all right, whatever. Cool. 2 months later, buys the boat, and then the next 2 years he works on the the boat.
Okay.
So I go off and do my final winter in Montana, where I learned how to ski for the first time.
Nice.
I'm just having a great time, loving life. And then, well, I thought I was going to at least, and then we had no snow. So there was no snow whatsoever. It was just a very dead, very dry winter. Honestly, we all just drank more than we probably should have and just had a good time. Love my friends out there. But from that point, I went out to Oregon because I'd actually fallen in love again. I had taken a 3-day trip out to the coast from Montana. On the way back, stayed at this random farm that happened to be the first one off the Oregon Trail.
Oh, nice.
It was wild. And from there,
That's sick.
met a young woman. We had this instant connection, and I was already thinking about wanting to move out of Montana.
Okay.
Didn't know where, and I was like, okay, so Montana has all of this, but Oregon has like things that reminded me of Ohio, things that reminded me of California, Alaska, Montana, Washington, all these states combined into one.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool, I'm just gonna go. So I did the famous pipeline from Bozeman to Bend. Realized I didn't like wildfires surrounding me, and I hitchhiked one. It was horrible. Wildfires suck.
Yeah.
Like, put me in anything, and I'm fine. But wildfires, don't like them.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
No.
So I went from there. I hitchhiked about 168 miles from Bend to Albany, Oregon.
Okay.
And stayed with one of my friends. It was a long time.
I've hitchhiked probably
about 1,000 miles in 5 years. It's been great.
That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah, it's been something. But went down there, realized that I really enjoyed Albany and Corvallis, Oregon a lot. Like, it really just spoke to me. Yeah. Unfortunately, my ex did live there, and I was like, this is fine. We're going to be kind of close. We were still dating at the time, and it just, like, we just got too close too fast and ended up breaking up, unfortunately. But from there, flashback to the guy who said, hey, I bought a boat.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. And he texts me, he's like, hey, I need crew to go to Mexico from California. And I was like, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? So I get on the boat. We're on the boat for 2 days. Yeah. And he's just steering it so casually, just driving along, and just goes, yeah, this is a lake boat. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it's a lake boat. It's like a lake boat that, like, could be on the ocean. He's like, no, I probably should just be on a lake. And I'm like, why are we on the Pacific Ocean?
Yeah,
Lake
right?
Pacifico. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Night 3, we had about 1,000 gallons of water in the boat.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So that was humbling.
Yeah.
That was humbling.
Wow. So how did you guys end up? Were you far off the coast?
I love the story.
Yeah.
So we were
I'm gonna have to detour on this one. Yeah.
45 miles off the coast of Bodega Bay, California. No, Fort Drake and Bodega Bay of California, up by San Francisco.
Yeah.
And Tom, I gotta tell you, when you're up there and you have no engines, no batteries, about 4,000 miles of just howling winds and rough seas and nothing behind you, and then California coastline, you're really humbled. You know, you reach this point where it's like, I can't run anymore. Yeah, I really can't. And it was neat because at that time there was like 35 seconds to panic. Yeah. And after that, it was, okay, you can't panic now because you're going to die if you do. So it was bailing water, getting it figured out, talking to the Coast Guard, undoing our dinghies, packing a dry bag, getting ready just to paddle into Bodega Bay because our boat might be going down. Yeah. And thankfully, we realized there was no more water coming in. I'm not sure if you know much about like sailboats or anything, but I hope I don't explain this wrong. Maybe someone listens and goes, "That's wrong." Yeah. Maybe, but there's like a hose that feeds into a basin that's supposed to cool off your engine. Okay. My theory is that since it was a lake boat and not a saltwater boat, that dry rotted from the salt and just kept pushing water into our boat.
Yep, that makes sense.
So, on the phone with my mom, for some reason we still had service. Thankfully,
wow, that's incredible.
It was wild. Like the timing, it was like 12:50. My mom goes, yeah, son, do you ever see like your captain? I'm like, no, he kind of just like, I sleep and then he shifts and then he shifts and I sleep. I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Love you, Ma. Talk soon. And then just all the chaos happened. Wow. About 1:15, we found the 1,000. Well, about 1:06, he wasn't waking up. So I started screaming his name to wake up, and he woke up, and he was 6 foot tall. And so it's up to his kneecaps. And I'm like, this is bad. Yeah. So real bad. We got the water taken care of. We got one of the batteries back on. The engine wanted to come on. We just wanted to dry off first. Yeah. But as we're sailing in, I remember him saying, because we made it towards Bodega Bay, he's like, hey man, just give yourself 24 hours to think if you want to stay out here. 24 hours. Exactly. And I was like, yeah, totally, dude. No, I'm good. I'd rather go out there with someone who's like almost lost his leg to a shark kind of soon. No disrespect to the man, though. I hope he made his trip well, but
for sure,
I had too many goals.
Or at least has a boat that is registered for or made for the ocean.
That would be ideal. But got
minor details.
Truly, stayed in Bodega Bay, where they actually filmed the birds from Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, interesting.
That was cool to see that in San Andreas Fault.
That's sick.
Took a bus into San Francisco, flew back to Oregon, back to Montana. That's when I learned how to ski.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was a crazy little side quest. That was wild, but yeah, it was a good time. That's
awesome.
And then what happened after that?
Yeah.
Oh, so I skied.
Okay.
I got so close with all my friends in Big Sky, like Big Sky, Montana. Love it so much. But started skiing. It was petrifying. It's so humbling when you see like a 4-year-old skiing at like 60 miles per hour down like a literal mountain. Not snow trails, but a literal mountain.
An actual mountain. Yeah.
And you're just sitting there and you're like, I feel like a deer in the headlights.
Right.
And I'm 27.
Yeah.
What do I do? But I learned how to ski, got closer with my brothers, and then from there, I had gotten a job offer to move to Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, Hawaii in the summertime? Sure, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I also had a job to go be a lead kayak guide in Haines, Alaska, too.
Okay.
So I was like, which one do I do? Tried praying on it, didn't really have an answer. Ended up going to Hawaii, and I was there for like probably about 9 days. And I do want to stress, I love Hawaii. I love the people there. I love my time there, but morally I felt just a little bit wrong by being there.
Okay.
I wasn't really working for like Hawaiian locals. It was just like two rich dudes, and I'm like, this just feels like capitalism. So I ended up leaving about 9 days in. I was going to be there for 4 months, but morally I just wasn't feeling it too well. So I go to Alaska, and with the intention of camping outside. I'm in a rainforest. I went from rainforest to rainforest, and I'm camping outside. I literally hitchhiked into town to just a random day job for a friend of mine and got a job later that day with better housing.
Okay.
So it was a whole little trip, but ended up out there for half the summer. Ended up leaving that position after being a guide again, coming back to Montana to complete my summer. And then I got an Instagram notification one day from you saying, hey, come on in. So
right, come hang out.
Where I've been.
Next time you're in town, come hang out.
Yeah, so here I am hanging out.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
So, I mean, is it now initially fueled with a lot of tragedy that had you traveling, but what is there any driving factor that you have recently, after you've established all of your traveling, like what keeps you wanting to travel?
There was once something my mom said to me. Love my mom. Shout out to Trudy. Love my mom so much.
Trudy.
Hey, Trudy. She had said, she was like, Bubby, you know you're mama's baby, and I wish you could be here all the time. I wish you could be at the house. I wish you could be here in Mansfield, but I know how bad this place can be for you mentally, which I'll go into that later. But she's like, I want you to go see the world and do the thing that I didn't feel like I could do, but I know that you feel like you can do it, so I want you to go do it. I live vicariously through you. And it was that last line, she lives vicariously through me, that I was like, oh, that's the purpose, if you will. Like, it's not just my mom, but it's like my mom, my brother, my nephews, my sister, my people back in the field who like can't make it out of the field quite yet. It's for each of them that I like go out here and kind of see these places and want to bring them back like little trinkets or photos or whatever. So I guess I would say the family unit, just trying to show them and expose them to parts that they haven't got to see yet.
Yeah, that's sick.
That'd be the biggest thing. But at first it was just like knowing the unfortunate negativities of this place that we are from. I love this city, but you know, it is a hard place to grow up sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, that's that makes sense though, especially if like your mom couldn't get out and actually travel like she wanted to. Like that's really fun. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Hitchhiking, where how was what was your first experience hitchhiking, and what have you learned I mean, because that's a lot of miles to hitchhike. So what are the ins and outs of that, like navigating that?
Hitchhiking is fun because it's probably the most like mutually psychotic thing that two humans can do together.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying, but it's horrifying for, and I hope this is okay to say on air, but it's horrifying for both parties. Because it's like, as crazy as they might be, they don't know how crazy I might be. And it's like, it's kind of some delusional comfort that it gives me, but I've honestly learned that people are not super scary. Obviously, I'm saying this from the perspective of a man. I'm aware of that. But
for sure.
In my personal perspective, people aren't too scary. They can be a little bit shifty sometimes, but I really just learned that like a good smile on your face, good conversation, shake a hand, break those like personal barriers. People are gonna love you. But excuse me. I've hitchhiked in some very neat places. I've also had zero luck sometimes. There was once in Alaska, I left a friend of mine's house, and they was like, hey, you need a ride? I'm like, no, I'm just going to hitch. And I walked about 8 miles in the pouring rain because no one just wanted to pick me up. But then other times, I'll go out there, and in 2 seconds, I'm in town. But also, too, I'm not sure if you ever played the game Skyrim, but I learned that life is basically Skyrim. You know, I had one person pick me up back in Alaska, and we're driving into town, and she's like, so what do you do? Just getting to know me. And I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find housing. And she goes, oh, go find this old man who hangs out at this bar with this kind of beer and this kind of shirt. Very vague descriptors. And I was like, okay, cool. Found the guy. He didn't have land, but he sold me an e-bike instead. And it's just, it's just the most random things. And other times I've met folks who claims that they have family diaries that could rewrite Abraham Lincoln's assassination. I've met other folks. That's awesome. It was crazy. He was a cool guy, and he wasn't strung out or anything. He like actually had a great head on his shoulders. So it just depends. And there was the Oregon one. That one was real fun. I think about the song "If It Hadn't Been for Love" by the Steel Drivers. My ex-girlfriend at the time, she was like, "Hey, do you want to come down to Corvallis for 4th of July? We can like hold hands or something." And I was like, "That's cute, sure." Got out of work on the 3rd, an hour early. Rode my bike like the first 8 miles, hitchhiked 11 miles, and then rode my bike an additional 53 miles. So now I'm on the side of the Santiam Pass overlooking Mount Washington and Black Butte. And I was like, this bike is going to kill me. So I threw my bike on the side of the road and just stuck my thumb out. Within maybe 15 cars, someone picks me up. And they just drive me in. And it was really neat because there was a German guy who was visiting his friend from Boston, but they were just doing a road trip. Three very random group of folks. And they're just asking me questions. You know, we're just talking. By the time I get out, they're like, hey, man, like, do you need anything? We got some snacks, some beer, some weed. Like, what do you need, bud? And I was like, anything, dude, I'll take it. And it was so casual until he drops me off. I also learned that East Coasters can't say Midwestern names to save their life. He said, I'm going to take you to Detroit, Oregon. I'm like, it's Detroit. He said, Detroit. I'm like, okay. But nonetheless, drops me off, and he's like, yeah, Detroit Lake over there. Somebody gets murdered every year. And that was the last thing he said before he drove away. And I'm like, dope. What do I do now? So it's, you know.
Ominous.
Yeah, I run those risks. There was one time I was so bummed about this. It was in Alaska. There was this old man who had like Vietnam War era and like African safari kind of Jeep style. Super cool. Picks me up in it. We're getting chatty, but his right hand slowly gets closer to my left thigh. And finally he put his hand on my thigh. Oh, indeed. And I was like, cool. This kind of goes back to the we don't know how crazy each other are. So like, I'm not a violent man, but I pulled a knife out and just put it on my lap, and he drops me off immediately.
Nice.
Yeah, so I guess
smart move.
Thank you. Thank you. I can. But I think to keep it in short, the thing I've learned the most is, one, just gotta trust the process. 2, trust you may get picked up immediately, you may never get picked up. 3, they don't know your reaction, they don't know what you have on you, and vice versa. So it's more comforting. Love hitchhiking though. It's my favorite means of transportation.
It's like I don't know, like a really, really sadistic game of chess.
No, it literally is. I actually, oh my gosh, about 3 weeks ago, I hitchhiked 236 miles in 36 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I just side quested so hard that day. It ended up with me sleeping in Immigrant, Montana, by a fire on a dog bed with a blanket that someone just gifted me just because I wanted to. Only to find out 2 days later, a killer was in the area of me sleeping outside. And I was like, Terrifying, but we got this.
Yeah. You're still alive.
I haven't died yet. That's what matters.
It's all about how long you can last, right?
Quite true. Quite true.
Man, that's crazy.
It's been fun.
Yeah, that sounds like it. So where are you off to next then?
Next,
do you have a game plan?
Kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you developed a game plan over these last few years, or are you still a lot more of a fly by the seat of the pants? And which do you prefer?
Kind of a bit of both, really. Like, I have general ideas of where I want to be and where I want to go and see, but how long it takes me to get there, I have no idea. Yeah. There have been so many times I've been like, yeah, I'll be here on this day, and like it just did not go through. But as far as where I'm going next, it's going to be if I can say it correctly, it's going to be Boyacá, Colombia. Going down there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Colombia. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, doing that for about a month.
There are so many places you've listed already. I completely forgot that Colombia is on the horizon.
I know, dude. It's
Holy
wild.
Cow.
First I'm going abroad. Well, I guess, technically going abroad first time.
Yeah.
But that'll be in 2 days. 2 days from now, I want to say.
Yeah, you were trying to get to Mexico. But
I was trying to get to Mexico.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No, it did not.
Hopefully this will be a sturdier boat, plane.
I hope so.
Yeah, right?
I really hope so. But God, that was such a trip that night. But no, so going to go down there, volunteer on a farm with one of my dearest friends. She and I have been trying to, well, I guess I should say, I'm going to be honest here because she's going to listen to this. I've wanted to do a trip with her for quite some time, but as she says, you never text back, and I don't. I'm horrible at texting. So now I was like, hey, girl, let's go do a trip together finally. So we'll be down there for about a month, and then after a month, I don't know yet. I might go back to Oregon for a month. I might stay there for an extra month. I might come back and see my mom. I don't really know just yet, but as far as like the general plan, I have this crazy dream one day, and like you've seen me since I was literally since I was 16. You've seen various ideas I've had. You were there for Arcade Vision. I mean, The Source interviewed me for Arcade Vision, which shout out to The Source. But back when I first started AV, I had this dream to create. Do you remember the broadcasting channel Vice?
Yeah.
Do like Vice, and then Anthony Bourdain had a baby in Mansfield. I want to be the baby.
Yeah.
That's what I want to create.
That would be sick.
Thank you. As far as the plan goes, I don't know. Just kind of see where the wind takes me. And I moved like Dr. Paul Farmer, he moved. He would just go from country to country to country to country just to help people and like serve from the heart. That's what I want to do, but also document the process and share the stories of those along the way. Not in a way to like profitize, but more so in a way just to be like, hey guys, it's not just our McDonald's and Wendy's. It's a whole world out here. But that's kind of the overarching plan. Yeah.
That would be sick. Have you thought about Substack starting out? Substack. It's like an article, blog driven type post where people can subscribe, but a lot of like journalists use it for like as alternative. Like a lot of journalists that have left like major news channels or whatever, a lot of them use Substack now to write. People can subscribe. It can be paid subscription or non-paid subscription. It's kind of like Patreon for writers.
Okay, that makes more sense. I like this. So it's called Substack?
Substack, yeah.
I like that.
Right. I was going to say, if because I think it's a great idea. I really think that's a really cool idea. My thinking is you could start out Substack writing entries and then take those, consolidate those entries and put out some kind of video work through it. I think it would be really sick.
That'd be awesome.
I know I'm sure there's a lot of people in Mansfield that would really enjoy following in that, written. I
just want to inspire this town.
Yeah.
I believe in Mansfield so much.
Right, it rules. Right?
It's the best. Nothing else like. There's actually, not to hop off topic, I actually just fell down a rabbit hole. I guess podcasts are meant to hop off topics.
It's perfect for it.
So I believe in the future of a Mansfield where we all can have like equal access to things, and we all can feel re-inspired by the city. We all can feel like we can do anything we want to do in the city, not just like our creative scenes, but all of us. And fell down a rabbit hole just to be like, what was Mansfield like back in the day? Because I knew we've always been like little Chicago and little Cleveland, little Detroit. We've just been known for the crime, especially, unfortunately, all my brothers and I who went to senior high. Like we're known as like the bad kids over there just in the corner. And it sucks because we're not like that. But nonetheless, there was an old article that said, might be paraphrased, it said, the great city of Rome stood nothing against the architecture of Mansfield, Ohio.
Interesting.
I know.
Really?
And people used to think about us like that. Granted, it's not true, but like people used to think that way about us.
Interesting.
We used to be one of the biggest, and over time, we've just kind of been put into these boxes. It makes me sad. So I just believe in a better Mansfield. I believe in one where, whether it's me traveling or all the awesome musicians coming out of this town, or like all the awesome designers, shout out to Quan Coburn on that one, all the designers coming out of town, whatever it is, we can inspire the next generation of Mansfielders to also do their own things too. I'm just hoping. Maybe I can be a part of that. Maybe I won't be. I don't know.
Absolutely. I completely agree. And actually, I think that's maybe subconsciously what I was hoping that you would talk about in this in some form is, I always jokingly but also seriously, and I've always talked to a lot of people because I'm not originally from here, but like Mansfield is the greatest city in the continental U.S.
Thank you.
And like, so like, because I traveled a lot as well when I was younger with bands, and I'd always tell people, like, you don't realize how awesome Mansfield actually is until you get out and you see the rest of the world. Now, like, it's fairly tongue-in-cheek, but like, legitimately, the people here, the subculture, the structure of the city, like, all things around it is an incredible city. It's amazing, and it's a wonderful place to live in. How is that that view of like your love for Mansfield shifted and changed and morphed over your travels, coming back and leaving?
It's an awesome question. We'll say. Give me one. Let me clear my throat real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
Excuse me. Number one, awesome question. Number two, thanks for loving this city so much. People like you keep it going. So, when I first left, that was back in the time when I was like, I cannot stand this place. This place has almost killed me numerous times. It's almost killed my family numerous times. It has killed many of my friends. Like, I have, actually, if I can dedicate anything I say to the ones who've lost their lives to gun violence in this town alone, because we don't talk about it enough. It drives me up a wall. But, it's one of those places where we're called the fun center of Ohio, and it's ironic to me because there's sides of us that we just get ignored by. And I hope I don't get too real on this, but I just think about a lot of the friends who I like went to high school with or elementary school with who are either locked up, drugged out, gunned down, forced to enter some kind of wannabe gang, and just put into that kind of lifestyle. And that goes for numerous buddies of mine, and rest in peace to even ones who aren't my friends, rest in peace to them all. But it created this point in my city where I resented it, and I resented coming back. I came back with my ex Olivia, and that was like, I don't speak to people like this, but when I looked at it, I was like, hey, when we're in the field, we're not going to do that super friendly stuff. We're going to listen to where I tell us we can go and where we can't go, because some parts of the city is just not safe to be in, and like, that's just unfortunate realities. And she didn't understand it at first, and then when she was actually here and drove around and I showed her some spots, she was like, I can see what you're saying now. But then over time, that began to shift, and I was like, oh, I did make it out of that. I did come from a hard place. I did come from a forgotten Rust Belt town of Ohio. After GM plant left and like they started cutting out the steel mill, so many livelihoods just got collapsed and shattered. And am I still here?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you're good.
It's like a robot. So after the plant shut down and like the steel mill went out, all of that happened, and I just saw the collapse before my eyes as a young man. At the same time too, just seeing how like drugs began to grow more rampant, violence began to grow more rampant, I really started to lose hope in Mansfield. And then one day I walked to the doors of Relax It's Just Coffee. And like that one place, I'm not saying Paul's the sole reason for this, but that one place started to create a community where we can all come out. It wasn't just martinis having adults. It was like kids could come through, and then bands could come through, and then we started doing open mic shows and open mic nights, and then this band and this band and this band, and we started to create a city downtown where it was walkable, and it was able to go do things. And now you have folks in the community. One of my friends, Sile, he works with like youth over at I want to say Malabar or Senior High, just kind of re-empowering them. You have Kathy up there on the corner who works with like I think she works with disabled children, if I'm not mistaken. You have all these little things, and all these people are just like out of the kindness of their heart, just to want to help. So I guess what I'm getting at is when I first left, I was like, this city could just burn and I'd be fine. And then as I left and kept coming back, I'm going to quote a questionable person. Kanye West once said, everything I'm not makes me everything I am. And I just started looking at the city and I was like, I could have gone a much different route. I could have gone that route that like members of my family may have gone. But instead I went the route that Trudy raised me to go, which was to believe in people and to believe in cities and to believe in yourself. And being away helped me understand that. It helped me start to appreciate what we have here and appreciate the minds. And whether I feel like we're super fair to each other or not, that's not my own politics. I love that we now have platforms in town to express ourselves. We have farmers markets. We have better food banks. We have actual creative outlets. We have things like open mics, like open mic podcasts. We have ways where the people of Mansfield can actually do things. And now seeing that in all my travels and seeing what's out there in the world, I'm like, we actually don't have it as bad. Because violence is still horrible here.
Yeah.
Violence and drug problems still horrible. But as far as like quality of life, we don't have it too bad out here. So I guess to say in short, I've grown to really appreciate the city.
Yeah.
I still pray for it on a daily if I can, but I've grown to appreciate it a lot more since being away.
Yeah.
Sorry for the ramble on that.
No. That's perfect. That's what I was. It is like. It really is one of those things. You really don't appreciate something until you're able to step back and look at it from a bigger picture view.
100%.
You know, and like. We don't have mountains, I guess. No. You know, we don't have we got
the Brickyard.
We got the Brickyard, and we got it's. There's places. There's always going to be a place that's more beautiful than the place that you're at, and what really matters is the people and the communities that you surround yourself with. And like Mansfield, whether I agree with everything all the time, like no, but there's people downtown that I've gotten to know for years and years that matter and care a lot for people that they completely disagree with.
Shout out to Aurelio.
Yeah, right. And yeah, Mansfield rules. Yeah. So that I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
That's sick. And hopefully a lot of people that hear this, or the people that do hear this that haven't gotten to get out will be able to get out and understand that as well and appreciate Mansfield for what it is. You know?
We all can do it. We can all get out. It's possible for us all. It's just trusting. It's only scary the first time. Everything's only scary the first time you do it. After the first time, it's like, all right, maybe not sailing. That's going to be scary again. But otherwise, everything's scary the first time.
I was just about to say, I mean, maybe you could almost drown again in the ocean.
Maybe.
You know, it won't be as bad that time.
Hope so. Hope not, but
never again. This has got to change. Mansfield, Ohio, food prices are high while simultaneously food quality is low. It can get quite difficult to trust and figure out if the food you are getting is being pumped full of garbage and sprayed with all kinds of chemicals. If you are skeptical, like my family and I are, about the quality of our food from grocery stores and major factory farms, then like the old adage goes, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Although we can't solve all of those problems in one foul swoop, we can take major steps in the right direction. That first major step is getting chickens and signing the Friends for Mansfield Backyard Chickens petition. The city of Mansfield does not allow residents to have chickens on lot sizes that are less than 3 acres. So signing this petition will lend your voice to letting city council know that this has got to change. Studies show nutritional value in backyard chickens. Eggs, compared to factory farmed grocery store eggs, have been known to be 2 to 4 times more nutritionally dense. Chickens dramatically cut down on landfill waste, seeing that you can feed your chickens food scraps from inside your house, right? And as another bonus, they're really good for making compost, which is really, really good for healthy gardens. The two kind of go hand in hand. The petition will request from City Council small number of hens per property, 4 to 6, with consideration of property size. Chickens must be contained. No roosters. Legislation which considers health of both animals and humans. And last, cleanliness of coops and fines per day of non-compliance. If you have any questions, text the number 614-468-3032. Or for more information, and also to find the petition, go to Friends for Mansfield Backyard Chickens Facebook page. That's Friends for Mansfield Backyard Chickens on Facebook. I'll also have the link for the petition down in the bio for this episode. Please sign the petition and let Mansfield know that we need chickens. Mansfield, Ohio is the greatest city in the continental U.S. Now back to the episode. So, Columbia, you said you're going to be volunteering on a farm.
Yes.
What kind of farm?
It's a eco farm. It's like sustainable energy, not sustainable energy. Oh goodness, what kind of farm is it? Oh, an educational farm. It's an eco-educational farm. So they'll take from my understanding, they'll take members of the youth of the community around to bring them to the farm to give them farm education on how to treat the animals, how to grow crop, and how to treat the crop, all those kind of things.
That's so cool.
It'd be so much fun. But then at the same time, they also have a little farm stand in town. So we're going to be working not necessarily with the kids, but we're going to be taking care of the animals in the background, taking care of the crop on the background, and then also working those farmer stands as well. So when the kids come out and see everything, they're like, oh, this pig looks so pretty. And it's like, well, we just gave that pig a bath. Yeah. I'm not sure how much animal care we're going to be doing, but
for sure.
Yeah, just generally that. Just tend into a farm in the Andean mountain range. I'm so excited.
That's so cool.
So excited. I've dreamt of going to this country for 4 years now.
Yeah. What's one of the main draws main reasons why you want to go to this part of Colombia in general? The
Golgi people in the Tayrona National Forest or Park. They're on the other side in the Sierra Nevada range of Colombia. Okay. They're an indigenous group that believe they are the keepers of the heart of the world. Okay. One of the biggest drives and draws for me in the world is anthropology and being able to study and not study. I don't want to study a human being, but being able to experience and learn from human beings and their cultures and learn about the historical connections just kind of drives it. Because there's connections from Colombia that connect to philosophies of ancient China. And starting to see those pre-indigenous North, Central, and South American connections to other parts of the world has just fueled the curiosity for the entire North, Central, and South America traveling. Yeah. I want to see the whole world, of course, but
for sure.
Mostly just that. Mainly just an indigenous tribe. And plus, all my buddies back in Big Sky who are from Colombia are just so inviting and so lovely, and I just want to go see their countryside.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And coffee.
Yeah, and coffee. Well, yeah.
That's number one.
But, yeah, of course. I mean, while you're in Rome,
Yeah, when in Rome, do the Rome thing. I swear by it.
Colombia, man. Dude, that's going to be so sick.
I know. I'm scared.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's a massive, because this is going to be your first major culture shock in that.
Yeah. Well, I went to St. Thomas, and that in some way, yes. It was still U.S. territory, but it was still the island doesn't even show up on a map. Yeah, it's tiny. Right. It was just tiny Caribbean. But as far as big country culture shock, this will be the first one.
Fully immersed in.
Yeah, barely any English, unless I'm in the big cities.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. That's going to be real crazy. The friend you're going with, is she no Colombian? Spanish?
Yes, she is fluent in Spanish. Shout out Allie, you're great for that. What up, Uma?
Good job, Allie.
Yeah, she's so helpful to have with this. Yeah. She's we've kind of agreed that logistic wise, city places to go will be kind of overseen by, not entirely, but some by me. Then as far as language and getting around and getting the bus stops will be primarily her. But I've been super excited because we never traveled together. Like I said, I've never texted back because I'm just horrible like that. But the more we talk on the phone, the more we text, the more we sit with our excitements and our anxieties, the more I'm oh, we got this. We'll be fine. We're two young people from very hard place to be. She's also from here in Mansfield, but from a hard place to be from, who we didn't have a lot of access to a lot of things around us, and then sometimes we did have access, and now we're just going to go do this thing. Right. And she's traveled to a few different countries. I've traveled a lot domestically, so we have a lot of strong suits in different fields to travel, and I'm so excited to see how we interact together on this one and just go do this together. I'm super excited for it.
That's
gonna be something.
Yeah, quite the mission set up there.
Yeah, master of side quests.
Yeah. That's
I kind of learned these last 5 years. People I'm the friend on that Tuesday where you're what are you doing? I'm I don't know, pick a country and I'm going to be there. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Master side quest.
Yeah, is that what you're going to name your
I'm looking at the name Field Right, just to right being RITE, a rite of passage, and then field, you're in the field, but also show some hometown love. Field Right. Yeah. But
that's cool.
I'm not sure what else is going to come out of that, but hopefully it's everything I could imagine.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's interviews and foods and tips and tricks and clothes and more, but we'll see in time.
Sick, man. Yeah. That's a good name.
Thank you. Thank you. Just Field Right.
Just have Arcade Vision as a under headliner or subcategory of something that you do within that umbrella.
Our AV will be all the photos. AV is never going to die. I mean, I told, I forgot the gentleman's name. Noah, I want to say. Was there a Noah who worked at the Richland source back in 2016?
Yeah. That's who originally started this podcast.
Shout out to Noah then. So it was Noah who interviewed me, and I remember saying something about the beauty of the arcade vision is that there's always going to be light within the darkness, and the arcade represents the youth, and the youth is never going to die. So AV is never going to die.
Sick.
Even if I don't say arcade vision, if you know, you know. Some folks in the field will still call me arcade, and I'm like, that's me. What up, baby? That's me. I love it.
That's awesome.
Love it to this day.
That's awesome. Keep left a mark, leaving a mark.
Yeah,
right?
I have to. It's been funny, man. A lot of like the monikers I've had over the years, because I've had a lot of artistic monikers, whether it's the Midwest Weirdo, like painting during that, arcade vision, odd when I went out to Glacier. Back in Montana, they use my middle name, Leroy or Leroy.
Okay.
I tell folks, I'm like, I don't care how you say it, just say it.
Yeah.
All these monikers that come through, but the one where people like really connected what I was doing was arcade vision.
Yeah.
Something about it, like it just.
It's a good name.
Thank you. I remember I had the eyes of like all the like first generation of Relax folk, which I'm considering you first gen. Had the eyes of all of you guys, all the next generation. I had younger folks come up to me saying, yo, picked up a camera because of you. And it's like things like that where I'm like, oh, I can actually do this. I can make this happen. It was a wild feeling. Yeah. Very wild feeling, but you know.
Heck yeah, man. That rules.
Water real quick.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Man. Man, Columbia. That's going to be so sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be so sick.
I also started doing more open mics and doing more somebody once told me to call it flowetry. It's not quite like poetry, but it's also not quite like rap, but it's somewhere in the middle of it. Okay. So if all works out well, you might be hearing the Son of James mixtape on October 8th, but I can't guarantee that. I'm just trying to find producers and studio time in the middle of traveling abroad. Yeah. Maybe not October 8th. Might just do it on my dad's birthday instead, but we'll see.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. I forgot to say that.
Yeah. Oh, well, then there is music attached to this.
Yeah, there's some. I dreamt of music for years, but the hardest part has been, and there was a producer in the Mansfield who did this, but I'm not going to say his name to give him any energy, but there was someone who's always been like, yo, man, I like how you rap, bro. Come through to the studio. It's like something in their basement, but we're making it work. It's a stew, nonetheless. Yeah. I get there. I'm like, all right, run a beat. They run some beats, and they're like, dude, that's sick. Rap like Quavo. And I'm like, no, I'm not Quavo. Yeah. But to me, the same ideology is like, if you go to Relax and you're like, hey, can I get that new drink from Starbucks? It's like, get out. You want Relax, you don't want Starbucks. Yeah. Or you want Starbucks, not Relax, and like you want me, not Quavo. Yeah. So it's just, we'll see. But if I can find the studio time, it'll be coming out. Son of James.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to that. That'll be really cool.
Thanks.
Well, make it happen.
I hope so.
Find somebody in Columbia.
Maybe, to be honest. There's a lot of DJs down there, so maybe.
That would be the coolest.
Yeah.
That would be the coolest.
Record a mixtape dedicated to Mansfield in Columbia. It's like, why not? Right?
That would be so cool. And just do it at the farm.
Yeah. Film every video with the pigs. I'm just like rapping with some pigs behind me. That'd be fun. That'd be poetic, really. It could be.
Yeah. There's something in there. You'll find something in there.
I can see it. Someday I want to do a show with Mansfield, though. I just don't know when. Yeah. But it'd be so much fun to bring it back to the hometown. To be like, look, guys, I've been working on this.
Next time you're in town,
I'll have to.
Yeah.
I'll
make it happen.
Make a whole Sway 45 interview, or Shave 45 interview real quick. That'd be so much fun. Right?
No, yeah. We come back in October.
I might be here, actually.
Yeah, right. Try and hop on the Halloween news.
I would love
Newsroom
to.
after hours. If it's, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that's happening. I guess I think whatever.
You heard it here
that's
first. World exclusive.
Yeah, it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be sick. October.
Be so cool. Yeah. October. Do you know what time in October?
I think it's the 17th.
Okay. Yeah, I'll likely be back around town. There's a very, very, very small chance I'm gonna go to Oregon and do like a Halloween haunt, but that's irrelevant. Yeah. If I don't go do that, I'll be back in the field.
Like working for like a
just like
haunted
a little,
house.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a little haunted house at this like random little farm. Shout out to the Melons. They're great people.
Yeah. Have you worked it before?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, but my only like worry going back there is like it's the same place where my ex lives, and I really just don't want to see her.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a very, very small town. Yeah. Like I don't want to see her, but nonetheless, I might go do that. But if I don't do that, I definitely will be back in Ohio to see some family and friends and figure out the next moves.
That's cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Where is it? Is it like an outdoor?
Yeah. It's outdoor in this cornfield and pumpkin field. It's actually I was impressed with where I was and the quality of scares that we had. Did you ever watch that movie, The Terrifier?
No.
So it plays this like like murderous alien psychotic clown named Art the Clown.
Okay.
And I had to play Art the Clown, and I never watched him prior to, and I was just trying to scare little people, and then I watched his movie. Horribly violent.
Yeah.
Like, so much gore. I had never seen this much gore in a film. It was astonishing.
Not for me.
But it's me either.
Yeah.
Funny enough. But at the time, I started to learn how Art's movements were and how his mannerisms were, and I
try
applied
and get
those.
Character.
Exactly.
Cool.
And it was kind of scary to get into character for that sometimes. I would just start to like recreate his stances and like shrieking. People shrieked and peed themselves, and like I ran out of cornfields chasing people. Like it was it was evil, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I mean, that's there's a lot of studies that have shown that people can get into those types of sadistic.
It's very strange.
What was that prison one? I was just listening about it last night at work. Shoot, what was that? Oh, never mind. I can't remember the name of the prison experiment. It was,
Stanford?
Stanford. There you go. Yep. Stanford.
Yeah.
Have you heard the interview with the head guard or one of the head guards? Dude. Yeah, he talks about like getting into like the abusive side of what they did to a lot of these prisoners and stuff like that, and like actually like I don't know. It's like he like wanted to do the best for the study, right? And so like to perpetuate the study, to make it the best that it could, he had to be more like torturous and abusive and stuff. And so it's like it's crazy, like you were talking about anthropology, like psychologically studying somebody in that way of like, you know, when people are put into a situation,
right?
And what do they do when they're put into a situation with a lot of other people in it? What do they cave and go along with the group, or do they go against the grain? You know what I mean? It's like so like playing a character that is a sadistic killer from a horror movie. It's just fascinating what you even do in your own mind to play in a Halloween costume to scare people for entertainment. You know?
It really is. Makes me think about Heath Ledger in The Joker, like where he even admitted, rest in peace, but he's like, even Jack Nicholson was like, that's a hard role. You gotta really embody that. And it's odd because I mean, yes, I was just acting, but like I'm doing all of his like body mannerisms, and I'm seeing the reaction people do it. And like as soon as I pulled out, there was one day I scared a little lady. She probably was like, honestly, I probably shouldn't have even scared her, but she's in a haunted house. She signed up for it.
Yeah, right.
She had to be like 14, 15 years old, maybe even 13. And I have never heard that high pitch of a scream. And I had like ripped my mask off. I was like, honey, it's okay. Baby girl, it's okay. Like it's not real. I'm a whole person. Like you're okay, hon. Don't you worry. And like her mom and dad was like, thank you. I was like, it's okay. Like I'm so sorry. Her dad was laughing, but it was like, you know, little moments like that where I'm like, this is wrong. This is inherently wrong. It's like when I worked at the OSR for their Halloween special. That was wrong of me to scare people that bad, but they signed up for it. So you kind of got to like put that to the side and be like, nope. I gotta push buttons today. It's very strange, but it's fun for the mental, little extras. Knowing that I promote so much peace and love, it's funny to put on that mask and be like, I'm gonna kill you, ha 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 ha.
Right,
it's very bizarre.
It's like when if you're playing like Skyrim or something, and you kill all the entire, just go on a slaughtering spree of an entire village for no reason, because it's contrary to your personality.
And then you're like, let me pet this cat. And you're like, what?
Yeah, right.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, man. It's fun to play different roles.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, I've never worked at an actual haunted house before. I think I went to the reformatories once. But did you ever work there?
Yeah,
before
yeah.
Is that where that kind of all started getting into?
Yeah, I've met people along the way who are like serious about their characters. I just think it's fun to dress up and go scare folks. Right. I've had folks who like, they'll make, like, I've seen like actual like books and like, this is my character card. He was born here, came this is how he turned to this, and I'm like, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, you're either training to be an actor or you're kind of scary as a person. There's no in between with that.
Yeah, right. Kind of the same thing, really.
Yeah. Probably,
actors are scary.
They can be. Yeah. So I mean, like, I've been into it, but doing that one was just kind of like a cool opportunity I heard about. And when I was in Oregon, I was driving around with my ex-girlfriend, and we went to this place called the Melon Shack in Corvallis, Oregon, on the highway. Shout out Corvallis, Oregon, with the Melon Shack. Shout out to the Melons. Love you, Tim. Yeah. But went there.
What's up, Tim?
Saw a little sign that says, we're hiring a Halloween haunt. It broke it down. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
I'm in a little town. Honestly, the town reminded me a lot of Mansfield. It was a very like country-esque type of town with like a nice little university city. And it was like if Mansfield and Columbus had a baby. It was beautiful, but nonetheless, I applied. I got hired like that later that day. Was doing like farm work later that day, and then like 2 or 3 weeks later, we began setting up. No, about a week later, we began setting up for the Halloween hunt. It just kind of happened. Yeah. And over that season, it was the ending of it. We finished up, and Tim was just like, "Yeah, you guys have been great. If any of you need a job, come back out this summer." And then I got a text from Debbie. Shout out Debbie. Back in Alaska. She's like, "Hey, want to come back down?" And I was like, "You know what? As of right now, I'm done in Columbia the 24th. That begins the 28th. There's a 4-day window to get to Oregon. I might just have to go back out."
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
That sounds like you probably should.
I know. The timing's perfect. It was so much fun. So sweet there.
Yeah, right. Go play a sadistic clown killing
clown.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, just a usual Tuesday.
Nothing.
And then I have no idea what's after that. Maybe go ski again.
Yeah, it is coming up that time of year again.
It is. I did not expect.
Crap, it is that time of year.
It is.
Wow.
I did not expect me to actually fall in love with it like I have. Like, I've never skied before. Yeah. But my mom was like, "Yeah, you know, bub, like, your dad's entire family," to the point where I think there's even a run at Snow Trails named for my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, I've never been to Snow Trails besides, like, shows, but I didn't know that. And I was like, why are you telling me this 4 years into living in Ski Town?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so then I picked it up.
It's like, well, you got to try it now.
You got to try it.
Yeah.
Like, I tried it, and I was
legacy.
like, this is everything.
Yeah.
This is so much fun. Like, biking is still my favorite, biking, kayaking, and sailing, but skiing, man. Have you ever skied before?
No, I've snowboarded.
Okay, so you get it. You get just the feeling of just going down. There's something about it where you're just like, I'm in it. Yeah. Although there have been a few too many times when I've gone, and now I can say it now that it's legal in Ohio. Shout out to DeWine. Yeah. Maybe. Not really. Maybe. Nonetheless. Going up this...
celebrate your wins. Right?
Yeah, celebrate the wins when we can.
There you go.
That was the most professional way of saying that. But I'm going up the ski lifts, and my second or third day, I just like look down to the left, and I'm going to existential crisis mode. Yeah. There's like 3 of us on the lift, and my best friend's at the end. He just goes, "Hey, buddy, you okay over there? You okay, bud?" And I was just like, edible hit me too hard. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, no. And I got so scared. Yeah. But then I remember getting halfway to the top, and I was like, "Hey, Siri, shuffle This Is a Tribe Called Quest radio now, please." And I just heard, "Can I kick it?" and ran it. It was so much fun. It was the best thing I could do in the world. I was like, I certainly can kick it. Yeah. It was great.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Just snapped right into place.
Yeah, it was. It's the muscle memory of it's something. But yeah,
that's amazing.
Skiing is great, man.
Yeah.
Skiing is great. Definitely a different culture, but it's great.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. That's cool. I know. I feel like I would love skiing because it's more about just cruising.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It really is.
Yeah, and I'm much more of a cruising type of person rather than the extreme sports type of person. I like the extreme sports. I enjoy watching them, but doing them is another thing.
It is.
You know.
It is. I have friends who ski and like. They are skiers. I just think it's fun. But like one of my buddies, shout out to Noah, love you Noah. Him and Dan both, love them both.
Hi Dan.
They will be like, yeah, you know, I just like, you know, went straight down this like intense run, you know, straight down, went like 30 to 60 miles. Started at 30 miles, went to like 74 by the end. And I'm like, miles per hour? Like, you're a human being. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, that's
But they're so good at it.
Yeah.
And they're both so good in so many different ways. Like, Dan could run X Games. Okay. Whereas Noah, I would honestly die on the hill. Probably not Everest, but give that man K2. He'll figure his way down. Yeah. He's just talented. The man looked at me one day. These two are the ones who, they didn't teach me how to ski. They told me what to do, if that makes sense. Yeah. And Noah looked at him one day. I was like, "Hey, man, how long you been on some skis for?" He's like, "Oh, since I was like, 4. Yeah. And I was like, "You're 24. I was like, "I know."
Yep.
Yeah, and I was on it for 3 days at that rate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just like their second legs.
I know, it's crazy, but it just feels like 2 bowling balls. It's very strange. Yeah. Very strange, but love the world, though. Yeah, that's a good one. Love the world. A lot of drug usage up there, which I don't like, but that's just ski towns. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Weird. I feel like that's just kind of everywhere now.
Yeah, but it's something about those ski communities. Yeah. It's honestly like a huge epidemic up there. Oh, really? A huge epidemic, especially with just like party drugs. Yeah, just nothing but party drugs everywhere. And like I don't partake just because I like Pepsi and Dr. Pepper. Yeah. That's me personally. Thanks for catching that. But I have so many friends who I love so dearly who I'm just like, don't crash out on me, please. I know it seems fun, but you have to wake up for work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, you know, just pray for him and just hope for the best. But it's like responsible party drugs, I guess, and responsible drinking, if that makes any sense. Responsible is actually, there's nowhere near responsible. They drink at like 9 a.m. out there.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that's not healthy at all.
No. But it's only for a season, you know?
Yeah. Mountain towns. Oh, God.
Oh, man. I mean, dude, that sounds like a good time minus all the...
It's fun.
Minus all the hard drugs. But,
yeah.
Dude, yeah, What part of Montana did you say that was in?
I was in Bozeman and Big Sky. Bozeman's the biggest city nearby. Big Sky is the closest.
Yeah, I know. Big Sky. Yeah, that's where Natalie, my sister-in-law. I married. You know Natalie Everett.
Oh yeah.
I married her sister.
Oh wow.
It'll be 2 years in September.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
over there right now.
In Big Sky?
I don't think it's Big Sky. It's somewhere over there. Crap, I can't remember where the name of it.
Maybe in Glacier too.
Yeah, I think it's right outside of Glacier.
Kalispell? Whitefish?
Maybe. She's working for some kind of like there's like a market out there. They have like, it's not an Airbnb, but I don't know, something like that over there.
Nonetheless, it's in the West. West is best.
Yeah.
No, Midwest on my crest always.
I mean, you know, it is.
Midwest.
It's so beautiful out there, though.
I know.
It's ridiculously beautiful out there.
A lot of Ohioans out there too, though.
Yeah,
a lot of us out there.
They're everywhere.
We are.
They are everywhere.
We are. We all have to do our pilgrimage before we come home. Everyone's like, "Why'd you leave Ohio?" And they're asking me while I'm looking at like just mountains beyond mountains, and I'm just like, I don't know.
No reason really.
Yeah, no. You tell me. I don't know. Maybe I
just bored.
Just bored one day. Had a thought. Hop on a plane.
It.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I love it out there. It's such a... I just call it mean Canada.
Mean Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everyone's so nice, but they're just a little bit mean. But like, the cool part about like the Rockies, especially the northern one, they're like, I had an old man one day in Spokane, Washington at 2 a.m. He's like, "Son, you ever heard of a Rocky Mountain conservative?" And I was like, "No, I don't personally want to do politics at 2 a.m., but entertain me. What's a Rocky Mountain conservative?"
Right.
And he's like, "Honestly, I don't care who you marry, what you look like, what your race is, what you smoke, what you drink, what you shoot. Just don't touch my guns, my farm, and my family, and I'm okay." And I was like, hallelujah, brother. I support that. That's just a Rocky Mountain conservative, and that's everyone up there. They do not care who you are. Just like respect the land, respect the space, and you're golden. There is some rooted racism in some native groups, sadly, but otherwise it's pretty accepting up there. But Montanans can be kind of strange towards their indigenous, which is unfortunate, but that's a whole other conversation.
It's a lot. It's above my pay grade.
Above mine as well. But I wear my rings and I give my love, and that's all I can do.
Hey, you do what you got to do, right?
Yeah, but otherwise, it's a really accepting community out there. For the most
That's
part.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's a good time.
Dude, this has been sick.
It has been so much fun. I love this. This is so cool.
Sick. Yeah.
Haven't had a chance to actually just like talk about the travels in a while. It's normally like I'll say one part and someone has like 30 questions about that one chapter, and then I'll do the next part and there's like 40 questions about that chapter. And before I know it, I never get the whole story done. So it's been fun to be able to like actually get this out.
Good. Anything that really sticks out from travel so far that you want to talk about before we
Can I get heavy
up?
real quick?
You're more than welcome to.
I literally don't care anyone's politics. Just stop bombing babies. That's my biggest thing. Is so many people are like, well, I think that they're wrong for this and they're wrong for that and that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who it is. Whether give me Biden to Obama to Trump to Clinton. They all bomb babies. I don't care. So I guess on that one, shout out to all the old people who I scared by saying Free Palestine, but Free Palestine till my last breath. Yeah, that's really like biggest thing I want to say. Just Free Palestine, and make Mansfield great again.
Word. Yeah,
that's all I got.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
Cool. Fun. Glad we could do that. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to say before I leave? No. Son of James. Hopefully October 8th.
Yeah. Keep that posted. Yeah. You just gonna post it from your Instagram or
probably probably do an Instagram rollout, and then maybe if I can get the right funds for it and the right team, do some promo out in Columbus. But I don't know just yet. That part's still in the future.
For sure. Sick, dude. Shout out your Instagram so people can follow along with your travels.
Yes.
As your personal travel journal right now.
So let me get both of these up real quick. So we have 2 Instagrams you can follow. One of them is going to be Name Too Much. That's NAMETOOMUCH. And then Field Right. That's Field_RITE. Just give me a follow. You can see the adventures of Uma and Liam and just see where we go and see what happens and hopefully don't die along the way.
Yeah, no, definitely. No dying. Don't die.
No dying.
Yeah.
No dying out there.
Oh, dude. This has been sick.
Cool, man. Cool. Also, Son of James will have plenty of Mansfield shout-outs. Yeah. There'll be a lot of, like, if you know, you'll hear them on there. But otherwise,
Heck yeah. But real quick with that, is it, I didn't even think to ask the music aspect of this. Is it, you said it's kind of like, so it sounds like it's more like spoken word type anything out of it. Is it going to be over like traditional hip hop beats, or is it going to be
traditional hip hop? It's going to be more so like the early roots of hip hop, like the early in my brain, it's like if boom bap was created in the Midwest and not in New York. That's the sound that I'm going to bring. I'm going to really try to focus on that Midwestern love that I have, the Midwestern grittiness, that Midwestern kindness, that Midwestern compassion, but also just be like painstakingly honest about things and probably represent a side of Mansfield that like not many people really want to address, but instead it's like I have, I'm not going to do the whole verse, but I have one where I say like, just a sturdy MF busting out the Midwest, giving thanks up to the Lord, making sure that Gordy's blessed, from the dirty off the 30 where they aimed it into crest. So if you rock the hoodie, just make sure you wear your vest. It's like little things like that where it's like, it's real and gritty, but it's also like, we are the dirty off the 30. And a lot of folks do aim to end crests out here. So I'm being very honest with it, but I'm just trying to show the city what I can do now. I've been in the background for so long. Like I've watched all the bands come up. I've watched you come up. I've watched the Chases come up. The Hills come up. I've watched everybody come up out here. Shout out to Taj. Shout out to The View. Shout out to everyone who's rapped, who's made music, who's produced. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to everyone in this town who's done the things. You guys have made it possible for all of us to do it. But now it's my turn.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Now it's my turn.
Sick.
I want to do my part for the city and just see what I can do.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Dude, Gordon. I'm so stoked that you're here.
Thank you, brother.
This has been a lot of fun. It's been good to see you.
I've enjoyed this. I was nervous, but I've enjoyed this so much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is cool, man. Thank you.
Man. Good. Well, thank you guys for another episode of the Open Mic Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Your host, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source, Newsroom After Hours. Who we sponsored by today? Potent Studios, as always. We love them. Relax, because we talked about you. We love you. Love you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Who else? Man. My wife sells real estates. Mallory sells real estate. She's a real estate agent. She sells houses. She's way more competent than I just made that because I said it. Mallory Hirst, Hirst. Find her on Instagram. Can I give one more shout out? Oh, please.
Coming out. What day is it coming out, guys? The Afronauts. Stay nappy. It's coming out tomorrow, actually.
Is that tomorrow?
Oh, it's actually already out. Stay Nappy by the Afronauts. You can find it on. They came out on the 18th.
I thought it was coming out in September for some reason.
Maybe it is September, but nonetheless, go support the Hill family. They're the greatest in the world. I love them so much. Love you, Hill family. You guys are like my extended family.
They're amazing people. Yeah. Amazing people.
They're so good.
Their parents are the best.
They're the best.
Aren't they the best?
Love them.
Dude, I love them.
There's actually the Hill family fan club episode. That's what this is.
I agree.
Cool. That's all I wanted to say.
Word. That's a great shout out. Thanks, guys. Gordon.
Thanks, man.
Till hopefully we'll see you in October.
Yeah.
If not, look forward to the album, man.
Thank you. 2Y for Tigers.
Heck yeah. Mansfield, Ohio is the greatest city in the continental U.S. Peace.
In the world.